Hey guys, I hope you can hear me okay. Um, I know I look like hell, but I just got up. And pardon the background mess, I am getting ready to go on a trip, and I leave at 6 o'clock tonight, so I'm a little disorganized, or a lot. Anyway, so I know I haven't been on here for a long time, but I just want to pop in and say that I am still on my journey. Yes, I had, well, it's a long story that I will tell you later. I had a lot of bumps in the road and using food to cope with the tragedies and the stress, and I gained a lot of weight. I didn't gain it all back, but I probably gained about 50 pounds. So as you see me right now, I have lost 25 of that, or actually 30 of that. I can't remember the numbers. I'll figure out the numbers before I do an actual real video. But I only have 20 or 25 pounds to go to get back where I was at 265. So, my name is Terry. If you haven't seen me before, I'm on a journey to lose 200 pounds. The good, bad, and the ugly of my journey is what I talk about. So, the point of this video is that letting you know that even though I had a lot happen in 6-8 months, and I didn't handle it the right way, I'm trying to address that for future tragic events or future stressful times of my life. And I'm trying to use it as a learning curve. I know that I use food to cope. For loneliness, somebody's death, an accident, money problems, everything. I use money being, lonely. I don't know if I said that or not, but most time I'm not lonely, but every once in a while, you just get depressed and you get lonely. Anyway, it's not an excuse to knock you off your journey and self-sabotage, which is exactly what I did. And I want to be clear and honest here. I self-sabotage, so I had to go back and redo what I've already done. So I'm not hating on myself for that. I'm trying to learn from that and prepare my mind for future events. Because I do not want to be losing the same weight over and over and over. And I don't want this to be a struggle for the rest of my days. So in order to do that, you've got to get your mind right. You got to understand what causes you to overeat. You got to understand the moments and the exact triggers that you say, hell with it, I'm just going to eat whatever. And everybody's personal journey is different. Like, some people can have a cheat day and start again fresh tomorrow. Or continue. I don't want to say start again. Continue on their journey tomorrow. Me personally, I struggle with that. Because if I have a cheat day, my mind will immediately go, well, I feel really bad about it, for one, so there's a guilt factor. Number two is, I add another day or another meal, and then before you know it, you've gained 50 pounds, and you gotta continue your journey. Don't stop the journey, so you gotta re-lose that weight, which is what I'm doing. And I feel much better. I was in a bad way, and I just got tired of feeling like shit. And I got tired of my clothes getting tighter and tighter, and I had to buy some jeans for my last trip. And so point is, I'm continuing my journey, and I'll give you some more detail next time. But I know that I said in a previous video, if you ever see me gone for more than a couple weeks, then you know I'm struggling. Because when I'm on my journey, I make at least one video a week. When I'm on my journey successfully, it's all a journey, right? Everything we do in life is our journey. So, what I have done is continue my journey. When I get back off my trip, I'm going back to the gym, and I actually wanted to get my food back under control and lose a few pounds before I went back to the gym, so I didn't hurt my feet or my knees. Because if you've been with me for a while, you know I almost lost the ability to walk because my knees were so bad and my feet were so bad from metatarsal or however you say that, and plantar fasciitis. And so my knees are doing great, my feet are doing great, and so I want to make sure that I lost most of that weight that I had regained before entering into a 4-day-a-week gym cycle. And everything's going great. So I've been back on my journey for a couple months now, probably about 2 or 3, I don't know for sure. And I've been using my Fitness Pal religiously. And like I said, I only have 25 to go to get where I was at 265. My lowest weight in as long as I can remember, since I was a young girl. Probably a teenager. I'm 61 now, by the way. I gained another year. And I'm okay with that, actually. I don't care. I don't care. I did dye my hair, by the way, because I don't care about being 61. I'm loving life. But I do care about my gray hair because it looks so bad. Anyway, what looks worse is the way I chopped it to bits. If you don't know, I'm legally blind and I can't see worth shit. I can see out of my peripherals, and I have a little bit of sight in this eye. But I use audio equipment, Optelec, you can see over there. Big, huge screen that talks to me and reads my documents, and I use all kinds of tools, audio equipment mostly, audio tools. Anyway, so I still want to do everything myself. I always have. And I've lived by myself for years, so I wasn't taking anything help, you know. And I did get help with learning everything, you know, how to live as a legally blind person. But as far as living by myself, cooking by myself, dressing myself, all those things, and even making wreaths, I learned that in the last 12, 13-year journey. So, bottom line is, I chop my hair to bits. I usually do a simple butterfly cut or whatever, where you pull it in the front and pull it up, and it turns out good. But this time, I want to try something different. And yeah, I chopped it to bits. So I told my sister, make sure she brings a hat for the trip, because I did not cut my hair. I chopped the hell out of it. And it's very, very short. Like, my hair was back down to my waist. And it's not anymore. Anyway, so, and it's bad enough there. You can't go to a salon and say, can you fix this mess? Because you have to let it grow out first. I ain't going to show nobody. Well, I ain't going to tell them I did it. That's for sure. Anyway, I'm getting so off track here. So just let me say that I've been back on the journey 2-3 months. And I just want to set a video for a challenge to myself. I'm going on a trip tonight. I leave at 6. And I'm not coming back till Monday. Which means Thursday night, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and part of Monday, maybe. I will be out of my safe environment, and I want to challenge myself how healthy I can eat on the road. I can read and watch videos and say what to eat at fast food restaurants and yada yada yada. But the challenge is you, right? You, every decision that you make when you're on the road and when it's time to eat, and we eat a lot of fast food. And last time we went on the trip was in the midst of me gaining the weight, and I just ate whatever. And this time, I don't want to do that. I don't want to sabotage myself just because I'm going away for 4 days. So, I'm taking my phone, of course. My challenge and my goal is to find something to eat healthy to eat for every meal that we stop for. Usually my sister and I eat breakfast and we eat dinner. We are usually driving or going visiting, and so we eat early and we eat really late. So my goal is to find something healthy at every gas station for snacks and every fast food. And I wasn't going to log my calories, but that's a sure way for me personally in disaster and forgetting something. So I'm going to stick to my logging on FitnessPal, logging all my calories, and choose healthy options. I will do a video on Monday or Tuesday, and we'll see how that goes. That is my goal and challenge to myself, which was the whole point of this video, so I can look back and say, yay, you did it, or yeah, no you didn't. Anyway, so I'm not giving that one an option. I'm doing it. So I will check in with you Monday and Tuesday. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm sorry if I left you in a limbo, but yeah, my life went to hell in a handbasket, and I didn't help it out at all. So I need to realize that food is not a coping mechanism, and the healthier you are mentally and physically, you can navigate those tragedies and those stressful times much better, right? So if something happens and you're already like on the wrong side, on the wrong way on your journey, you're already feeling down and depressed, and you don't like what you're doing, but you keep doing it, and then something bad happens, and then you just do more of the bad, right? The more of the negative that drags you down even further. So I argue the point that food is not a coping mechanism, and in the moment it might make you forget in the moment, but immediately when that meal is done, you feel horrible. And then you're trying to figure out ways how you can fix it. Can I put half these calories on tomorrow and make tomorrow's calories really low? Or can I spread the extra calories out through the week on the days? And yeah, you could do that. But that just gives me personally an opening to like try to cheat the system, which never goes my way, because the next day I want to eat bad, the next day I want to eat bad, and you can't spread that out like, okay, the next 10 years. So anyway, my goal is to stay on my journey through my trip positively. So I will let you know Monday or Tuesday. I hope everyone's doing well, and I miss my little friends. And a couple of you I want to check on when I get back to see how you're doing. Life's hard, but we can handle it better if we're better mentally and physically. That's what I'll leave you with, and I will see you soon.